everybody. It is NFL kickoff tonight, and we have a show for you. I'm your host, Mick Rage, and I'm joined here with Nolan Lederman on the side of me here. We've got some our own picks tonight, and hey, if you're watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us. That'll help us out tremendously. If you're listening, make sure you check us out Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's at Mental Case Dads. We are as well on TikTok. Nolan, my boy, how you doing, man?
I'm excited.
Isn't this something else?
I am so excited.
Did you think we'd get to this point with having an NFL game or an NFL show for tonight?
I did. I honestly believe
you did too.
I did. I believed that it would start. But
you had the faith.
I did, but I got to tell you, like, seriously.
Okay,
I don't.
That's perfect. Let me see what you got. What were you going to do? He fucked it up, and I want to see what he's going to I love it.
Holy shit! They're allowing 20,000 fans into Arrowhead Stadium.
I know
tonight.
You were telling me that's crazy. 20,000 fans. So if you guys are watching, is that a word? Watching?
No, I think it's just watching.
I watched our podcast from the last show.
Yeah,
and I did stutter on a lot of my words. I think it was nerves.
Were you nervous for Precious?
I was a little bit nervous with Precious.
Well, she is a Chong.
She's a Chong,
That's royalty.
But yeah,
where you come from, I understand.
It is.
I get it.
In my scene. She's the princess.
Yeah, she's the heir to.
Well, I told her. I said, you know what? I actually have more pictures of your dad in the studio than I do of my entire family. Like, and that's true. And Jewel was like, well, where's his pictures? And I showed her all my weed jars. I showed her a couple of bongs that I got and stickers that we've got up. And I'm like, at first she didn't know who he was, right? And I'm like, you know the shirt that I have? I got a couple of his shirts and stuff. And she goes, that old guy?
Do you have a classic Cheech and Chong shirt?
I do have a classic Cheech and Chong shirt.
Nice, like an Up in Smoke shirt?
I know it's not an Up in Smoke shirt. I think it's just him and Cheech there. Token on the side. Nice. Yeah. So
on my way here to the studio, I think we were both under the impression that there was going to be a fan ban.
Yeah, no fans,
right? But
why wouldn't we?
We also heard things like Jerry Jones and Dallas. They're all pushing for some fans. Well, long and behold, Arrowhead Stadium that has a capacity of 77,000.
77,000. Is that what their capacity is?
Yeah, and they're allowing 20 to come in. And I think from a seating standpoint, it's safe. I think they can social distance appropriately, 20,000 in a 77,000 capacity stadium. Here's where my head's a little boggled, how they're going to manage this. That's still 20,000 people going through the concourse in and out of the building, not including
the tailgate. You're affecting everybody. Now you're affecting their staff.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Now that there's fans, there is staff inside the building.
No,
other than on field.
Is there a process? Have they said there is a process? Do they have like barricades? Maybe the staff members aren't being able to touch the fans and stuff like that. And
I have no idea.
Are they going to have dancing girls in the stands? Cheerleaders. Is there going to be cheerleaders there?
No, on the field? Yeah. Absolutely.
There are going to be cheerleaders? I don't know if you know this, but now that you're jumping on to the best team in the world, the Pittsburgh Steelers, you want to give me a little mute, push the mute button on mine for a second? I just got to fix my mic, and I don't want to do it and irritate people, right?
Oh.
There we go.
We all love you.
There we go. Is that better? You hear me a bit better now?
You sounded great before.
Well, thank you. So now I lost my train of thought. I got a compliment and I completely lost my train of thought.
We were talking about the best team in the National Football League.
The Pittsburgh Steelers do not have cheerleaders.
This year?
Ever.
Come on.
Ever. No, we don't have cheerleaders.
How is that even possible?
Sorry to disappoint. So what had happened, if for those of you who don't know the Pittsburgh Steelers story, but they were purchased for like $10,000.
Yes.
From the Roonies.
The Roonies.
And so their very first professional game, which wasn't a Pittsburgh Steelers game, I can't remember what the name of the team was. It was still always Pittsburgh whatever.
Did they have those awesome Bumblebee jerseys?
Absolutely, yeah. That's I have one of those Bumblebee jerseys.
They're god-awful ugly.
They're beautiful.
Oh, they're awful.
Me and Dustin went to the game. It's a little side note here. We went to the game in Pittsburgh, and a little old lady drives by us. And she's a Pittsburgh fan. She's like, "Oh, you boys going to the? Are you boys going to the game tonight?" And we're like, "Yep." She goes, "I love the Pittsburgh Steelers, but those jerseys, I don't know. They did something wrong there." Like, yeah, well, thanks. Keep moving, you fucking old hag. We didn't say that to her, but
Mick,
I think Dustin wanted to. What?
it's game night.
It is game night.
Game night. We're gonna have a party.
We're gonna have a party.
We're not gonna be tailgating
God.
or anything, but
nope.
You know what? They're gonna be out there in full force.
You think?
Well, here's the thing.
A lot of tailgates going on this weekend.
I'm sure that Arrowhead has taken the appropriate actions to control that. But when you invite 20,000 people to a game, that a part of the tradition is tailgating, they're going to find a way, one way or the other.
Out of those 20,000 people, chances are somebody's got COVID.
100%.
In that country.
There's no doubt.
Right.
And it's going to be more than one. And this is the thing. They could be asymptomatic too, have no symptoms, showing nothing, but they're carriers.
I saw something on, I think it was Instagram here this week, and a young girl was arrested in California by police officers in hazmat suits. So she had been, she has got COVID-19. Okay. And ignored the isolation part of it.
Oh, dear.
And then I guess obviously somebody reported her and they went out and arrested her. Good for them. Mm-hmm. Actually, Doug Ford was talking about it this evening too. He's like, it's getting to the point where it's stupid. Like the police they need to be, if people aren't going to follow the rules, there needs to be something in place saying, all right.
There have to be consequences.
You have to be held accountable. Yeah, you're holding people's lives in your hand now.
Yep.
And if you want to be an ignorant cunt and want to go around with COVID-19 and infect others, you should be put in jail.
Absolutely.
Just because you may survive because you're a 25-year-old doesn't mean that 90-year-old you just infected is not going to get away from it, right?
If they don't set a precedent to these to these rules, meaning hold people accountable and show them, hey, this is not lip service. There's going to be consequences. Then nothing's going to change. Mm-hmm. Nothing's going to change.
No, but I don't think anything will change anyway until November.
I think we'll get it once that cold air comes in. We'll start to see what's what. But
I'm talking about election.
That too. But numbers of it's already on the rise. It's already on the rise
in Canada too.
Yeah, and it's small, but it's going the wrong way now.
Today was 175, I believe.
Yeah.
And, Doug Ford did say that he wouldn't be afraid to shut anything down again and go back to phase 2 or whatever. But here's you know what? If that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. We're still in a much better shape than we are to our friends to the south, right?
100%. It's a mess there. I mean, they're open for business, but it's germ factory. I had this conversation with somebody at work today, and
people actually talk to you at work?
I kind of force them. Not to discard COVID, but COVID... You're
going to say something to piss me off now,
No. COVID has a lot of the same signs and symptoms as the common flu.
Yeah.
Right? Fever, achy bones, respiratory issues.
Big belly.
Right? You and I are fucked.
Yeah, we're done.
But here's the point. How is it during this whole COVID, so over that last 5 months, that the common flu is down to 2%? My opinion, I think I think there's been a lot of COVID diagnosed cases that was just the common flu.
I don't know. We'll never know, man. We'll never know.
And I don't think they know. And here's the thing.
Yeah, because this is a book that they have never opened before, right?
No, and I don't. For all the reasons, they still do not have a vaccine because they don't know exactly what it is they're dealing with yet. They still don't know.
Do we know if is this from feces and chickens and what the fuck were they saying? Do we know what
they started with a bat in a soup?
A bat in soup?
Yeah, bat soup.
I know.
That was Trump, how they said it started.
Of just blames the Chinese.
Of course he blames the Chinese. Of course he does. Of course he does.
It's a Chinese guy. They can't drive and they can't fucking get their flu.
Ask Trump.
Yeah,
he'll tell you all about it.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, Mr.
Goodbye in November. I really hope he's gone.
Mr. Politically correct. You know what? So do I. But you know what?
Think it's going to happen?
Don't be so fucking sure.
Dude, after the last time, I thought hands down Hillary had this. But
he did too. He was shocked when he won.
I think he was. Of course he was. But I don't think he actually even wanted the job. It was just a fucking thing to do. But now he's got it. We're stuck with the guy.
And he may stay.
But yeah, I was dumbfounded when Hillary got it. However, the difference between this election and that election is when they had picked Hillary over Bernie Sanders, all the Bernie Sanders voters didn't vote, or some of them didn't, most of them didn't vote, due to the fact they were so ticked off that...
Which swayed it.
Which swayed the vote. It really did.
But this time we're talking about an ex-vice president. We're talking about a guy who's been tried and true. The American people love him.
Yeah.
And you know what? But Trump still has, he has an army. He has a nation of supporters that you can't ignore. And it's going to be close. I got news for you. It's
Hitler
going to be
fucking army with him.
You know what? When you really if you really peel it back, not to compare him to Hitler, but really, if you peel back all these layers, you know what?
Dude.
He's a fucking dictator.
Absolutely. If it doesn't go his way, he's angry.
Right?
It has to go his way.
Like
he doesn't see the other side of anything. Because
God help the United States if they go to war, because you know what? All the supporters, all the people that jumped on the front line with him in the past, with the United States,
yeah,
he's burned those bridges, Canada included.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they're on their own.
Oh, I mean, Doug Ford has completely ripped him to shreds on the media. Like
rightfully so.
Justin Trudeau has respectfully kind of,
but he stood up to
he stood up.
He's not going to take a shit, and I respect that.
But I understand being the prime minister, you can't just
he plays the political game.
Pick your battle, right?
Where
pick your fight.
Trump he picks fights on Twitter. He's a wild man. He's a real life wild man.
Dick.
He's a dick.
That being said,
talking about dicks,
you got one.
I believe you have a phone call to make because you were.
Oh yes, okay. Let's get this phone call.
That way we can get back to football,
you
baby.
You might have to grab my phone over there, bud.
Oh my god,
son of a bitch! I don't even see the damn thing. That's why I said put it on yours, peckerhead. I don't even know what I freaking did with it. Is it there? Do you see it?
Right here.
Okay, so he's got it. So what had happened was last week. My mouth again
got you into trouble with your wife.
Got me into trouble with my wife because I had called Sabrina the B word. You don't even have a sound clip for that?
For the B word? But no. But you know what?
I think this is what
you know what you need to do?
Mom's a bitch.
Somebody call my mama.
Yeah, because I'm in shit.
You're in shit.
Okay, so... Actually, I think... Jeez, I get a dog tomorrow, eh?
Oh, what do you... Oh,
Frenchin.
Who's coming?
Frenchin.
Nice.
He's a big guy. His mom and dad are going to Germany.
Oh.
For like freaking 6 weeks.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Okay, let me see here.
Do you want the number?
Hold on, I want to think. Is that yours or hers?
That's hers.
Is that hers?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to put her number, her name in there after.
That would be good.
Oh, you got to turn up the Bluetooth on the thing there.
All right.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Pizza.
Oh, thanks. Where's my pizza?
Did my name show up on your phone?
Yes, I have your number.
Okay, so you knew it was me. Did you listen to the pod by any chance last week?
Which one? Last week?
Precious Chong.
No, I haven't listened to that one yet.
Okay, then.
What happened?
Then never mind. Okay, so you have to listen to the show. But at one point, I had called you the B word, and Melanie's. Yeah. And Melanie had listened to the show. She goes, "You can't say that." I'm like, "I'm just joking. It was a joke over the Bills thing, right?" So I'm like, I'll have to call her and apologize. But
no, if I listened to it, you would have known.
Probably.
I'm a few episodes behind.
Well, you got to listen to it because
you would have had the Italian sass.
Yeah, he thought
Believe
he was going to get locked
bad,
out.
Man, I got all kinds of it last night when I was rubbing in the Yankees win. I thought I was sleeping on the couch.
I wanted to throat punch him yesterday. Typical Yankee fan.
Yeah, I know. They're all the same.
That's what she did.
Yankee fans remind me of Trump fans.
She went stomping up the stairs. You're a typical Yankee fan.
Yeah, shithead.
Asshole.
Yeah, asshole. I love it. No, they don't give up. But you know what? They're all high and mighty when they're winning.
We're passionate.
Yeah, no, I know. It was nice when the Blue Jays beat them twice.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Yankees win and the Blue Jays are shit.
Well, now you've learned your lesson.
You know what? We don't consider it to be ignorant. We consider it to be passionate.
No.
We like to think of ourselves as passionate fans,
and
not
that's what
ignorant
Trump fans say too, Dick.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah. I'm going to call him Trump. I'm going to call him Cheeto now.
hey, let me refocus you.
What?
She's a Bills fan.
Oh, yeah. Fucking bitch.
You're in trouble.
I just called.
All because I have a tank top that is the Bills.
And she likes the colors. What did you say about the Steelers colors? They're ugly.
We will change your mind. I promise you.
If he could sway me,
if we can get back to going to games, and I can get you down to a Pittsburgh game.
Oh yeah, definitely go.
That'll change your mind for sure. But
I'm just not big on football. That's all.
Yeah. Well, we'll get you there too. So anyway, I called just to say I love you, and if you hear me say that, it's only a joke, but I love you lots. I love you more than I love Nolan. So
well,
okay.
that's not a surprise.
Tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
guys. Bye.
That's funny.
All right, I think it's safe for me to go home.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Okay, good. No, I'll just be guilty by association.
You're
Make
dead
no mistake
anyway.
about it
Yeah.
then.
So where were we? This is the NFL kickoff night. Yeah, baby. And I am stoked.
Stoked.
Is stoked the Canadian thing, or is it just everywhere?
I don't think stoked a Canadian thing.
My son is using bro lately now.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro. Yo, bro. Hey, bro.
Bro's pretty
His
good.
one buddy, he'll be talking to him like FaceTime on a cell phone. It'll be like, "Hey, Miggy, oh, what? Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, "Oh, you son!" He gets me every single time. Every time I go over there. But anyway, before we start our NFL kickoff here, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Raptors. Oh. Wasn't that something? Did you watch the game the other night with the double OT?
No, I didn't. I was too caught up in a Yankee game, but I was checking in on it.
Thing.
But my God.
Listen, Dustin and I were here in the studio watching the game, and a neighbor had actually mentioned today that they could hear us, Dustin and I, back and forth going crazy. But they were up, they were down. It was actually a lot of NBA players had spoken out about it, stating that this must have been the best game so far in the bubble.
And that's what they're saying. That's the word on the street.
Fun game. Kyle Lowry, 33 points last night.
Clutch.
Makes him the best player in Raptors history, in franchise history.
Clutch.
One of the best players. So the series is now tied 3-3, and they beat him, 125-122 to tie up the series, going into Game 7. So, I know you had asked Dustin earlier, do you think they have enough momentum going into this series for Game 7? I do. The Raptors have not had a Raptors game yet in this series.
And I know they're due for one,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's coming yet. It
has to happen in Game 7.
After the Blake incident, everything changed. We had that swagger, that chip on the shoulder in the Brooklyn series, and then everybody it just changed, and they're starting to get that back a little, but it's not. They still have yet to play their best game.
Pascal hasn't had a great game.
Yep.
Serge Ibaka, he's been injured too, so he came off the floor early. But Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Freddie VanVleet, if they Norm Powell, he's been just unbelievable.
And so
with the
he
threes.
should. So he should.
Yeah, if they can get to their game for Game 7, I think this is their series.
I agree with the Siakam thing. You know, he needs to show up for it to happen. But at the end of the day, Kyle Lowry puts the team on his back. He has
Every
got
game.
to be
Every game, but he
has
needs
got
the
to be a
team with him
factor.
here.
He
Yeah.
does. He's going to need it.
Yeah. I don't know how many threes I saw Freddie Van Vliet throw from like.
Wow, has he turned out to
way
be something,
deep.
huh?
He has, but it took like 10 shots and not a single one goes in. I'm like, okay, fucking hand it to somebody else. Then they started handing it to Powell, and he was
dropping.
sinking them.
Dropping.
Sinking them.
Yep.
Give it to the guy who's on hot.
Yeah, you go to the hothead.
Yeah.
Not necessarily
So,
the best player,
I would
the one
say,
who's hot.
I would say Freddie Van Vliet, Pascal Siakam, Norman Powell, all these big guys, Gasol and Serge Ibaka are pumped to come in for Game 7 because everybody counted them out after that 0-2 start.
Yep.
And now that they're equal and going into Game 7, this is I think this is their game.
Yep.
So I'm hoping so. We'll see what happens.
You know what? I think it's going to be a good one either way, win or lose. I don't see a blowout here. These teams match up very well, so very well.
What'll be nice is they don't have to face Milwaukee. Whoever goes, they don't have to face Milwaukee. They're going to face Miami.
Like, honestly, could you imagine getting to a Clippers-Raptors final? Can you write that shit any better?
That's what I'm rooting for. But I
think everybody in the world is rooting for that.
Rooting for that,
Right.
just to see Kawhi and
Well, everybody after he
and
left,
Lowry.
they didn't say they make the playoffs. They finished the second best in the NBA.
And yeah, but Toronto has always, even when Kawhi was here, Toronto's always been an underrated team,
Absolutely.
and that's because.
But I think
We're Canadian.
They put the championship ring on Kawhi, and they said without him it never happens. And they had something to prove.
I do agree with that statement, but I think now that the way Freddie's playing and the way Pascal's playing, they've turned into superstars,
And
right?
I think whether they win or lose Game 7, they finish second overall.
Oh my God!
And listen, they've gone deep. You know, regardless if they lose, they're one game away from another Eastern Conference final. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Toronto is considered a real threat. They're a real contending team now. I think people realize it's not about just one player. That these guys are for real.
Yeah, these guys,
they're very well coached.
Yeah, don't take. Oh my God, Nick
Very
Nurse
well
is freaking
coached.
awesome. Yeah, he's been dynamite.
I've liked him since day one. He's great.
A little side note here. I just wrote here the other day. Melanie had come in here, or no, she had to go into the car because Jewel had left her chocolate bar in the car, so they put it in the fridge. Well, I'm a stoner. Mm-hmm. You don't put chocolate in the fridge and expect it to last. So Melanie's like, don't touch that. It's Jules. Well, Jules at the in-laws. She has been for the last week, right? So I'm like, the hell with that. So I pull out the old Snapchat, pull it up, videotape myself, got the bar in my hand, I sent that to my daughter. And she sends me back, don't you dare. So then I pull out one cup, because there's a Reese's peanut butter cup, pull out one cup and send that to her. Dad, you owe me a chocolate bar. And then I send her the second one and the third one.
You're an evil man. You deserve whatever you get.
She called my wife right away. Dad ate all my chocolate.
You deserve what you get.
You know what? I'm the best dad in the world.
You still deserve what you get. You ate your kid's chocolate bar.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, so I've got all the games wrote down here, and I wanted to go through. And you picked division winners. I didn't pick division winners. I wasn't thinking that like that, but we'll do both.
Sure.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
So
we're going to talk about this week's games, I guess.
Yeah, let's talk about this week's games.
You know, let's first just rip off these predictions because they're going to be quick. You know, they're AFC East. You know what? Patriots, they're not the number one defense in the league anymore. Brady's gone, Gronk's gone. I got Buffalo winning this division, hands down. The AFC North, this is a tough one. I think Ravens are only as good as Lamar is, and he is, one injury away from that team being the worst team in the league. So, because there's nobody behind Lamar,
and for all you Baltimore fans, you're going to love that statement.
Yeah, he takes a lot lot of chances, and it could happen.
Oh yeah.
So, but still, Pittsburgh, in my opinion, has one of the best defenses in the league, and defense wins championships.
Are you taking Pittsburgh?
I got Pittsburgh to win the North.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
In the AFC South, I love Indy. Indy's gone with a backup quarterback. They've been a threat the last 2 years, and now they got Phillip Rivers, who's still throwing for 4,000 yards a year. I think they take the South. And in the West, obviously, the defending champs, KC, I think they simply repeat easily.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Over in the NFC, I love Dallas in the NFC East to win. I don't think Philly or the Giants are there, and Washington's just a joke. In the NFC North, I like the Vikings. Again, great defense.
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah, they got some good offensive weapons. The NFC South, this is arguably the toughest division in all of football. But Tampa Bay's got a top 5 rated defense, and they got an arsenal of weapons. With that being said, you know what? New Orleans also has a top 5 rated defense and a lot of weapons. And I think, honestly, it's going to come down to who wins that 2-game series if it's not a split between New Orleans and Tampa. But I got to go with my boy Brady. He's got something to prove.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, and they meet in week 1, so we're going to see a real.
It's going to be interesting.
But I got Tampa, and then in the NFC West, I got Frisco running away with that one again.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
That sounds pretty decent.
Decent.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I couldn't even start to even think about predicting a Super Bowl champion. There's so much parity in the league.
It's way too early.
It's even then. There's so many good teams now that have so many good weapons and so many.
Yeah.
You know,
I do have a prediction.
Go.
I will tell you I'll tell you now. I say KC.
You think they repeat?
I think he repeats. I think if anybody can put up and I got roll here. Patrick Mahomes, I really think the kid is the real deal. If anybody's going to put up question. Tom Brady record numbers to the test, and this is the kid to do it.
Yeah, and time will tell with him. And you know what? They're still a powerhouse. Like
absolutely,
they didn't really add anything, but they didn't lose anything either.
Yeah,
but you know about Super Bowl hangovers. It's tough to repeat these days. It's very tough.
It'll be very interesting if you can do it. I
don't see a team in the AFC, honestly, that can play with them for full quarters. When KC's healthy and on their game, I just don't see a team that can do it.
You want to know what sucks? I'm sitting here thinking while you're just sitting there talking, and I'm looking at my list here of all these teams, and I'm like, I don't know if I can see in our future a Super Bowl this year. I'm not optimistic about it.
I'm not either, but I'm hopeful.
We'll see. This winter is what's gonna.
It's going to be interesting.
It is. So
we got some good games this week.
We got some
starting tonight.
Tonight we got the Texans and the Chiefs, and I picked the Chiefs.
Chiefs
I think
win.
that's a pretty simple win there. Jets and Bills. Who do you got there?
I got. You know what? Last year the Bills were a legitimate playoff team. Jets, one of the worst teams in the league. Yeah. And the Jets schooled Buffalo in one game and only lost by 3 in the second. They play each other tough.
So you're going Jets?
I'm still going Buffalo, but I think it's a tight game.
It's going to be a tight game?
Yeah.
Did the Jets pick anybody up?
No.
Nothing?
They got
no movement?
They got nothing.
Yeah, I would say the Bills, too. That's who I picked. I picked
Bell. If Bell goes off, who knows? Maybe they have an upset. Listen, you know what? We got to remember one thing here. Aside from the fact that I think we can all agree, in the end, defense always wins championships. But I think we're about to see in the next couple weeks, starting with tonight, not necessarily that it'll happen tonight, but we're going to see a lot of upsets. You remember, none of these teams have taken real live snaps in a real game at full speed. Right? Offenses, they're not in sync yet. So many new quarterbacks with new offensive schemes. Rivers, Brady, Newton, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Ben's just coming back from a year off. Like, these guys got to get back in sync, so you got to put it all on the defense. There's going to be a lot of upsets.
Big time. I think so
upsets, right? So, but yeah, the Jets can
half the teams I pick, I think, probably won't win.
Oh, I think we're in for a hell of a week.
We'll see what happens. Packers, Vikings.
Again, good game, really good game.
It's going to be interesting.
If I had to just pick,
straight pick, no.
Like if I had to, where is it? Is it in Green Bay?
It's in Minnesota.
Then I take Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota.
If it was in Green Bay, I take Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking.
That's how close I think that game is.
Yeah, I think the Vikings win it by a field goal.
Yep, I think it's that close.
Yeah. So, Eagles versus Washington. The new name Washington is just
the Washington football team.
Washington football team now.
A whole bunch of people got together, millions of dollars on their salary. They sat in a room and they came up with the best possible name. The Washington football team.
Actually, if you don't know this, that boardroom that you see in the commercial, the no name commercial, that's the boardroom for Washington. It's just the no name. Yeah, it's just
That makes
all
sense.
yellow, right?
Oh, Philly all the
They
way.
really like the
This is one upset that won't happen.
Okay, so I picked Washington. Yeah, it's in Washington too. I think
You got balls.
I think they're going to have something to prove. We'll see what happens. I wonder how many fans are showing up to that one. Are all teams picking fans?
I don't know.
And who says you get to go in and I don't?
What do you mean? It's for it's who has.
Is it a lottery? Is it what? How do these people have
I think
tickets?
what they did was they released 20,000 tickets in this
And
particular case for Arrowhead, and whoever gets them.
Fuck! I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. That's tonight, right? Tonight
That's tonight, 8 o'clock. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So by the time you guys listen to this, it'll be over. Who do we got? We got the Browns and the Ravens.
Again, you got Ravens.
I got Ravens by a landslide.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't agree. Only because divisional games, it doesn't matter. It could be the best team. It could be we've seen it when the Patriots had their dynasty. Miami would play them tough. The Jets would play them tough. Divisional games are always tight.
Yeah.
Historically.
I'm looking forward to it.
And this is a big rivalry. Cleveland, Baltimore is a massive rivalry.
I think Lamar Jackson, he is very disappointed
He's the X factor
on the outcome of his season last year.
Sure he is.
And I think he's going to come out fucking...
Oh, he's got the eye on the prize.
I don't know if he's going to throw the ball at anybody. He just might take it himself.
If I had to pick right now, if he can stay healthy, I say Baltimore and KC, AFC Championship rematch.
Yeah, that's the key. Him staying healthy is a big part of his career. And I know I've talked about it with you before and putting him up there with RG3, because RG3, when he first came into the league, he was drafted the same year as Andrew Luck, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and I was like, frick, I thought for sure RG3 should have went first. Well, Luck never did anything either, but I thought he was going to be the next big thing. But the problem with those kind of quarterbacks and leaving the pocket a lot and running is you get hit a lot more, right?
Lamar.
So your body can only take so much, but I don't know. We'll see.
But here's a guy who's going to run for over 1,000 yards.
That's insane.
And pass for over 3,500.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
I know.
Yep.
But like I said,
talented athlete.
Oh, is he ever?
I'm rooting for the kid,
but
I'm not even.
I hate
the Baltimore Ravens.
It's a lot of risk,
and I've always hated the Baltimore Ravens. But I don't know. I'm rooting for this. There's something about this kid's attitude too. I like him. I really like him.
You call yourself a Steelers? I'm embarrassed.
I'm a football fan. I'm
embarrassed right now.
Fuck you, piece
You
of
don't
shit.
give me a fucking football fan. Look at the studio.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut your mouth.
Actually, you shut your fucking mouth. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying, you dipshit?
I was just saying, Lamar. He's such a talent. He's so multidimensional. He can do so many different great things. His athleticism is off the charts. But what comes with that too is high injury rate. The risk is huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And like even way back in the day, and he was ahead of his time. Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, out of the pocket guys, scramblers, like all the time. You know what? They took a beating. I remember they tried to make Randall a pocket quarterback, and he's like, "That's not how I'm built."
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Don't you look at my fucking screen?
I don't give a shit what's on your screen. What do you got there? Porn?
No, God!
Fuck you! I got my own little.
God, please, no! No! No!
I got my own little soundboard.
See, I showed some mercy. What other games you got, Mick?
Who do we got here? So we were just at Baltimore, and the Browns were Colts and Jags.
Oh, I love the Colts. The Jags are a broken down team, and
Colts. They
have a broken down locker room, and it's just a mess.
What do you mean by that? Are they
in turmoil? Yeah, everyone.
Heads. People aren't getting along with each other.
No. See Jalen Ramsey. You see what he just signed for in LA with the Rams?
Oh yeah, but he's been wanting to go for the last 2 years.
But everybody who's left the Jags, everyone who's gotten out.
There are no timers set.
Well, you shut up, and I didn't ask your opinion. Everyone who's left, they've all commented on how it's just a broken down franchise from the inside.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah,
have you watched a lot of like NFL Network and shit lately?
I watch it all year.
Do you?
I
haven't paid a lot of attention to it. I obviously I'll start getting more into it now that the season has started. And
I'll bet against the Jags all year.
I haven't been so. optimistic on everything starting, right? I don't know. It's just a fucking weird time, man.
I know.
Weird time. But Raiders, Panthers.
Well, I like the Raiders.
Yeah, I do too. I really like the Raiders. I love Chucky.
I do love Chucky. I've always loved him.
Chucky. I loved him when he was broadcasting too. I loved him when he was coaching in Tampa Bay.
In Tampa Bay,
back when he was coaching, he's been he's
with
good.
the Raiders before Tampa Bay when he was originally with the Raiders, then Tampa Bay. He went to the Super Bowl and lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He went to Tampa, 1-1.
Yeah.
And now he's back with the Raiders. And you know what? He's a football guy.
He is a football guy. I really started rooting for him after the whole Antonio Brown incident, where Antonio
he was
Brown
made to be the bad guy.
Antonio Brown fucked with the Steelers. He fucked with New England, and he fucked with
the Raiders.
The Raiders. At that time, it was Oakland too.
It was Oakland.
Was it Oakland? Yeah.
Their final year.
And I'm like, you know what? That shithead, who still isn't playing in any pro sport. I was just like, you know what? These guys deserve to.
He's going to end up in UFC or WWE.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't put it past.
Hey, where's that game being played? In Vegas?
It's in Vegas. Yeah.
Wow.
No. Sorry, it's it's at the Panther Stadium.
Okay, so it's in Carolina.
Carolina.
I can't wait to see. It's a spectacle. The Vegas Stadium is a spectacle, and I can't wait to see it on
the
TV.
Pictures.
Unbelievable,
dude. I watched. I think it was on Instagram again. I get all of my news from Instagram. If you have, by the way, if you're listening to this right now, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Go ahead, put it on there, and hit the little bell too, so that will remind you anytime. Yeah, ding. You should have a ding, or just hit yourself in the head. Put the little ding on the.
You're an idiot.
I'm always an idiot. And then it'll remind you when we have new shows coming up. There's a ding, yeah. That would be awesome.
The best ding.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going to hold that one for when I say the dings.
Okay.
There's our Taco Bell ding. Yeah, I love it. We got a ding now. So, okay, so let's try it again. Hey, so if you're watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit the little button on the side for the ding. Perfect. That was awesome. He's a champ. He's a champ. We're going somewhere, people. Where are we at?
All right, we just called Vegas. What else we got?
Bears versus the Lions.
Oh, black and blue division rivalry.
Yeah.
Two good defenses. Honestly, Matt Patricia's building up that Detroit team. Stafford's back. He's got something to prove, but man, oh man, you cannot ignore a team that has Khalil Mack.
Matthew Stafford will never win a Super Bowl.
No, he will not. No. I'm going with the Bears.
I'm going with the Bears. I went with the Bears as well. Yeah, so far I think we're
kind of agreeing
on pretty much everything,
except
right?
Washington.
And I also said the Ravens by a landslide, but you said the Ravens.
I said the Ravens. Right? I just don't know if it's a landslide.
Oh, and I picked Washington. You didn't pick Washington.
You're the only one.
Okay, so we're Seahawks and the Lions.
You just said the Lions were playing Chicago.
No, I didn't. Did I?
You said Chicago.
I do
Detroit.
too. Son of a bitch. I've got them down here both. Hold on a second. Oh wow. Dumbass.
Shame on you.
Well, that's what you get. You can't.
You want to know who's playing?
Oh, I can tell you right now. That's what I got this.
Shame on you.
So the Browns, the Panthers. The Panthers are playing the Raiders. The Bears are playing the Lions.
The Bears, okay, that's right.
Okay, and then the Seahawks are playing the Falcons. Sorry.
Oh, now there's a good game.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like the Seahawks.
I picked the Seahawks over the Lions, but they're not playing the Lions. So I guess
over Atlanta. Do you still like them over Atlanta?
I still like them over Atlanta.
Yeah, I think it's a good game.
Yeah. This one's going to be interesting. Dolphins, Patriots.
So here's my thought on that.
Okay. Because I think I'm going with your thought.
Originally, it was all about when Brady left. Belichick put all his eggs in the defensive basket. He lost 3 all-pro starters on defense to free agency. Then he lost 6 defensive starters who opted out of the season.
Due to COVID, yep.
Then he went and put all his picks, all his trading power, and all he did was go and get defensive guys. This is not the number 1 defense of the league last year. It is not.
Do you think they are now?
No, last year they were number 1. This year, they're saying they're in top 3. But
who's saying they are?
No.
Like the NFL Network
analysts. They're top
analysts
3,
are
top
talking
5.
about it, okay.
But it's unproven. A lot of these guys are young, and they have apparently an incredible amount of athleticism, but they're not proven yet. I think now I've swayed my opinion where I think New England is dangerous is is on the offensive side, only because Cam Newton is, for those of you who do not know, is playing, I think, for something like $250,000 on a 1-year contract. For you people out there who do not know, is that a lot of money? Yes, it is. But is it a lot of money in football world? Let's put it this way. The guy, the assistant trainer, is making more than Cam Newton. And Cam Newton, let's not forget, is only a few years removed from league MVP. This guy has 1 year to prove that he is back and get his millions back. Cam
Newton is worth more than $250,000. They got a steal of a deal there.
Do you know what? Everybody, players, analysts, at the very, very least, he should have been on at least a $3 million 1-year contract just to see. But nobody was ringing his bell. Nobody was calling him.
You think that he's doing this to create a paycheck for the next year, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And prove that, you know what? He still has something to give. So
you have to have a team too, right?
He has offensive weapons still. He still does. If he shows up with what he can do if his legs are right.
I don't know if he can see his receivers. He stands like 7 feet over top.
I know. And then you look at like Harry and Edelman, they're two little guys.
They're
right?
tiny men.
But I think he has something to prove, and you know what? I have a feeling he's going to prove it. But Miami,
I don't know.
Again, division game, play each other tough.
Listen, was it last year or the year before?
But this quarterback,
that final touchdown,
they beat him
with Miami.
Oh my God! And this is the thing;
brilliant.
They shouldn't have even been in the game. But division games, I'm telling you, there's always a team that has it's an Achilles heel, and for Patriots, it's Miami.
Do you think teams playing the Patriots now go in more optimistic that they can beat them?
Yes.
Knowing the fact that Tom Brady is not behind the person throwing the ball.
100%. All of a sudden, they're not immortal anymore.
Okay, same question. Do you think teams go into Tampa fearing Tom Brady now?
More than they did in New England.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the weapons he has.
Tell me what's going on with Gronk. You were telling me he's got no love going on over there.
You know what? He's got no love going on over there. Okay, so Gronk's been removed from the league essentially really for 2 years, right? I mean, he missed all last year. He missed a good part of the year before. And when it all came out, originally everyone I think was under the understanding it was an injury and he had too much pain playing. And then the truth came out. It was a Belichick thing, and it was an organizational thing, and he wasn't coming back to football for that reason.
He wasn't a fan of Belichick?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It was a big thing. And when he
have you ever seen that fucker smile?
Never. But when he found out Brady was leaving, and we didn't even know where to yet, Gronk publicly announced, if Tom Brady, because everyone was asking, are you coming back? Because he never officially retired. He says, if Tom Brady asks me to play, I'm playing.
Yeah, but he said that even when he was still playing for New England, too, right?
Right. So here's the thing. Here he is.
I am not shocked that he went to Tampa.
Gronk, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, is the best tight end in all of football, maybe of all time. The guy is still fit. He's faster.
He's young. He's still young.
He's faster because he's trimmed off some of that weight. He's faster than he was before. How is he? He's not even considered a top 5 tight end.
Well, that's okay.
And I think that's going to change.
That's probably okay in his eyes, too.
That's going to change
very quickly.
Because not only do I think he's still capable, but, you look at Brady, he's got weapons like Godwin, Evans, he's got O.J. Howard. I mean, it's a joke. It's ridiculous. But he loves Gronk.
Yeah.
He already knows where Gronk's going to be. They have that chemistry already. He doesn't have to develop it.
Like you said,
he's going to get lots of touches.
Gronk has been out for 2 years. He is 2 years older.
We'll see on Sunday.
It's going to be interesting.
We'll see on Sunday against a very good defense in New Orleans.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, that was Dolphins and Patriots.
Yep.
And you picking the Patriots.
I am going to pick the Patriots.
And I'm picking the Dolphins.
I think it's a great game.
Yeah,
We'll see what this quarterback is for Miami. We'll see what he's about.
Chargers and the Bengals.
You know what? It's the shit meets the shit. And I keep hearing about Joe Burrow in Cincy. They're saying that this kid looks like he's a 5-year veteran and he's prime.
Really? Yeah,
he says he looks like anything but a rookie.
I hate Cincy.
He makes a mistake. He's prime. He's poised. I'm interested to see. Unfortunately, he has nobody to throw the ball to. So because of that, I got to say Cincy's going to lose. The Chargers have no quarterback, but they still got weapons.
So you're going to go with the Chargers?
I kind of am.
Yeah, that's the boat I'm into. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardinals, 49ers.
49ers. Great game, though.
It's so easy.
I don't think so.
This is another one where I think is going to be a landslide.
No, it's a division game. These guys played each other.
You keep saying that.
San Francisco was a better team last year than I think they'll be this year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And both times Arizona had them on the ropes to win. I think Kyler Murray's more matured. He's learned something last year. Kyler Murray has a lot to prove this year, and I think he's going to see. I think we're going to see a hell of a game.
Yeah, it should be an interesting.
I still think Frisco wins, but I don't think this is a blowout by any means.
We'll see what happens.
I guess we'll
see what happens. Cowboys versus the Rams.
Cowboys.
I already know you're picking the Cowboys.
100%.
I picked the Rams.
I
knew you were going to pick the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys run away with this division.
This is the one that I was couldn't wait for. Buccaneers and Saints.
Yeah. That game. This is the game of the week. This is the first meeting of two. I got the Bucs. I mean, I think it comes right down. You know what it comes down to?
They're in New Orleans.
Yep. I think this comes down to who makes more mistakes. Whoever turns over the ball more loses.
I'm going with the Saints. I got to go with the Saints.
I just
to piss you off.
That's okay.
And I think we both agree on this one: Steelers versus the Giants.
G-men will lose.
Steelers.
So, you know what? Here's how much I've grown as a human being.
Yeah.
You think you're pissing me off about calling the Saints over the Bucs. But you know what I just realized when you did that?
What?
And it didn't get me going?
No.
I'm not necessarily a Bucs fan as much as I want Brady to prove.
You want him to succeed.
For all, to prove that it was him, not Belichick. I want him to prove to the world.
I think the only people that fucking think that is probably Belichick and Brady.
You know what? I think there's a lot of people. I've watched a lot of these chat rooms and these conversations.
I will never.
It is split.
Ever
a lot of
pick
people,
a coach over a player ever.
I know, but listen, let's give credit where credit's due. Belichick may be one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's a genius, fucking genius.
Actually, I don't even agree with that because he's a fucking cheater.
But he is a football mind like no other.
Oh, he's got the best football mind in the world.
And this is the thing.
That I will agree with. Absolutely.
He's a very defensive-minded guy, which starts to beg the question. How can he take the responsibility for Tom Brady? I really believe what we're going to see.
You can't fucking
at 42 years old, not even in his prime. At 42 years old, he's going to prove to the world. It's not about winning a Super Bowl, but it's about getting so deep in the playoffs and putting up numbers to prove that he drove that train, not Belichick.
I wouldn't be disappointed if Brady went far into the playoffs and stuff.
You know where the Super Bowl is this year?
It's in Tampa. Yeah,
it's in Tampa.
I know. We got the conspiracy theorists already talking that this all shit was fucking for a reason.
But what I was saying is, I've grown because when you said that,
you didn't bite.
No, but you know what? It just shows and proves to me that I've made a commitment and I'm all in with the Steelers. I've made that transition. Yeah. I'm pulling for Brady for sure. I want him to do well. I love the guy. I love Gronk. I want him to be successful and have that separation finally from Belichick. Okay. But man, my allegiance is with the Steelers.
Okay, so whatever you have to say to sleep at night, am I getting you now? Am I pulling you? You're an idiot.
Holy shit.
You're an idiot. Shit. You know what tonight is? Tonight is the first time in history that the NFL, MLB, NBA, WNBA, MLS, and the NHL will all play on the same day.
Really?
Yeah, first time in history.
First time in history.
And cool.
Every single sports fan in the world can watch
nuts,
something.
Man, that's amazing.
I love it.
That's pretty cool.
I love it.
So we talked about this earlier, and so you can't pick a Super Bowl win. You don't think there's a team you can pick for the Super Bowl?
All things being equal, that everyone's healthy, which we know won't be, but if everybody was healthy.
That's the hard part with football, right?
It is the hard part with football, but if I had to, I'm going to say this year, the winner of the NFC South, so either Tampa or New Orleans, are going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're going to go, oh, really?
The winner of that division wins the Super Bowl in my mind.
Wins the Super Bowl.
Yep. I do. That even it'll look at that division.
So you don't even put like 49ers anywhere near that or Kansas City?
Near it, yeah. Winning it, I think Kansas City, you know what I think? I think they get bumped out by Baltimore this year. And I don't think Baltimore can play with either New Orleans or Tampa. But
yeah, it's going to be
look
again,
at
it's got to come down to the playoffs and actually playing.
This is the craziest part. I think everyone would agree when you look at the NFC. New Orleans and Tampa Bay are definitely in the top 3 teams in the whole NFC. But here's the problem. They're in the same frickin' division with Atlanta. Forget Carolina. They got to play each other twice and play Atlanta twice, which means they're not going to end up with a 12-4 record or 13-3 record. These guys, one's going to end up with like an 11-5 record, and one's going to end up with a 10-6 maybe, or a 9-7, and they may squeak into a wild card. Unfortunately, it's so tough because Tampa's got to play. You got to figure they're going to play New Orleans twice. They're going to split, is what I'm guessing.
1 game playoffs,
right?
All it takes is 1 game.
This is the thing about football. It's tough, man. It's the hardest sport to win a championship is because there is 0 room for error.
So first of all, it's repeat would be even
16 games.
Yeah, that's
every
crazy.
game is meaningful.
Yeah,
but when you get to the playoffs, you have to be perfect.
Just perfect. Yep,
not a mistake. And there's no room for error, unlike any other league, any other sport.
And if you make a mistake, you better hope the other team made 2.
That's it, right? Yeah. So it's tough.
It's going to be quite a season. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
The parity in the league. If we go 5, 6, 7 years ago, we could put a handful of teams in our left hand, say these are the elite teams. These are the teams that are going to hardly lose a game, and then here's the so, and then here's all the shit.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. I can pick maybe 3 or 4 teams and say they're garbage, and everybody else, I don't know. There's so much parity in the league now. It's going to make it fun. It's going to make it interesting and exciting. I hope to God, I said this to you before, that they can finish and be smart. I'd rather them not start the season than start and then, 6, 7, 8 weeks into the season, they call it. It'll break my heart. And for the fans that have teams that may be undefeated at that point or 7-1 or whatever the case may be, it'll always be the what if.
The only reason I'm really, really rooting for Joe Biden this year. And I think if Joe gets in,
you think he can save the NFL season?
I think I think the NFL season will be done. Well, at least fans.
So I agree. I think that's going to get killed.
He's going to kibosh the hell. He's already said it's going to be mandatory. I don't care what state, country, whatever you're from, you're going to be wearing a mask. If you're out in public, you're going to wear a mask. Like, he's going to go the same way we've done it here in Canada, right?
Yep.
Which needs to be done. Somebody that has a brain over there needs to make some changes and get this thing under control.
Agreed.
When you showing up to the beaches in hazmat suits to arrest people who have COVID, you have a problem in your country.
I agree.
And I know that's not just their country. We're doing the same shit here, but...
Are we just realizing that now, though? Like, come on, this is...
No, we're not realizing it right now. Oh, God.
Here's the scary part.
What do you get?
They don't realize it.
Did we pick Minnesota for the win? Did we?
Oh, you...
Did we? Ah, fuck.
Do you want to key up the song "Shout"? You know when the Bills score touchdowns, Bills make you want to shout.
No, I don't.
Kick your heels up and shout. No.
Fucking Bills.
What do the Steelers do?
Oh, I forget the name of the song. We have make sure you hit that bell on the side of the thing there. You get that. So listen, with football, nothing better with football than with food as well.
The best. You know what I loved? watching Monday Night Football on John Madden. Because you know what John Madden used to do? Not only was he brilliant.
You're dating yourself now,
I don't care, because I love Johnny.
You stupid.
John Madden not only was he a great football mind, a great commentator, and a lot of fun to listen to and watch, he would always take the time to go and take shots in the concourse of the amazing food. He was all about the food. And my God, you cannot get better food than at an NFL game.
Oh, my God.
Period.
I have a little bit of useless trivia, if you don't know this, but John Madden, did you know he never took a plane to any game?
He had his own bus.
Yeah, because he was scared of flying.
I know. He had his own bus. It was
That's
awesome.
insane.
Yep.
That's absolutely
And do you remember when he
insane.
started putting each week the Madden Player of the Week on the side of the bus?
Oh, I don't remember that. No. That's probably because I was...
Man,
what's this?
I was sad when he left.
Yeah, I got my own, bitch. What's your favorite, top 5 favorite football
Food? In no particular order.
In no particular order.
Obviously, pizza, nachos are in there.
I don't think I even put pizza in mine.
Yep. And nachos, obviously. Just dirty nachos.
Yeah.
Chili.
Like
and maybe
nachos
with chili.
Yeah, Nacho Supreme. Like, that's what I
Nacho Supreme.
Yeah. I don't even know how to stop it.
That's all, folks.
Wow. That's horrible. Jesus.
Oh, my
Murphy.
God.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
So chili, love chili, especially when we get into the cooler months.
Yep.
The good old chips and dip and all that's got to be out there.
Yep.
And then, you know what? Nothing wrong with a good barbecue, especially earlier in the season.
Barbecue?
Once
Yeah.
we
that's
this
cool.
time of year, as we're going in the fall, September, October, some burgers, dogs out there, sausage, some sausage.
Ooh, I didn't even think of sausages.
with the chili
Oh
and
my
the
God.
cheese.
I actually put sausage in my chili.
I love it.
I'll have to make a big pot of chili.
You know what? Tell me, am I wrong when I say the dirtiest food is football food?
It is always the best.
It's the best.
Here's my top 5.
What do you got?
Okay, so I got wings.
Hey,
wings.
I missed that.
Wings has got to be down there, right?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
And then we both agreed on the chili.
Oh, yeah.
The chili is the
sure.
next one. Pulled pork.
I was just thinking that when you were just talking. Pulled pork's a good one.
You know what is good with football foods? Is crock pot foods.
Yes.
Stuff that you can stick in a crock pot and cook all stinking day long.
Yep.
American Thanksgiving is my Christmas.
Yep.
Like Dustin, all of us, we all dress up. We're all wearing football gear, and we eat from the time the game starts till it's done at night. And Melanie will put the crock pot in here and everything. Like it's awesome. Pulled pork, and then I put M&M's Oriental pack. Have you ever had that?
No.
M&M's Oriental party pack thing. And it's like little, it's got pot stickers, and it's got, chicken. I don't know, it's just a bunch of Oriental food. It comes in a pack from, you know what M&M Foods is like, right? The freezer stuff.
I love their stuffed chickens.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
They're good.
So, dude, if you haven't had the Oriental pack, the next time you're in M&M's, do yourself a favor.
Okay.
Pick one up.
You hearing this, Sabrina?
They are absolutely incredible. And then my last one, obviously, is what I said with the Nacho Supreme.
So you can't go wrong. Thanksgiving, I was just looking this up. So usually there's always 2 games. And there's always Detroit always plays and Dallas always plays. But now they've gone to 3 games.
Oh, yeah, we're at a 3-game.
So here's what we got this year. And you're going to love it. And you know what? We're having a party right here in the studio.
Okay,
I'll bring the chili. Game 1 at 12:30.
I've got to make the chili.
All right, then I'll bring the pulled pork.
Okay.
I'll crock pot that shit up.
All right.
At 12:30.
Or we can switch if you want to do the chili.
It doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out.
You like it spicy?
I love spicy
All right.
chili.
We got Houston Texans at the Detroit Lions. Then at 4:30, we got the Dallas Cowboys at home to Washington. And then for the Twilight 8:20 game. You ready for this shit? The Baltimore Ravens are in Pittsburgh, baby.
Oh, baby.
The game of the day.
Oh, my God.
That matchup, that game right there, that could be it for a division lead.
Oh, that's going to be a great game.
What a great evening game. That's the game.
Yeah.
Like, who really cares about Detroit and Houston? And honestly, Cowboys are going to kill Washington.
Yeah,
but
well,
Pittsburgh,
you know what?
Baltimore in Pittsburgh, buddy.
And I should have a new 4K TV by then.
Or I'm all about it.
This TV that
We'll
we
make it a
have
day.
in the studio, I don't know if you know this. You've probably seen that it still
course I have.
has its legs on the bottom.
I
of
always
it.
ask you why you never took that off.
It's my daughter's TV, and
But you know you can unscrew it and put them back.
yeah, I know. Leave me alone.
All right, I'm not judging you.
So she's been asking again lately, when can I have my TV back? So I said to Melanie, and I only want, like this,
you know
she's
what,
got a
though?
55-inch TV. I only want something smaller anyway to put there.
the deals out there. Honestly, you want to put another 55 up,
Oh,
right?
it's too big.
So you want to go to what, 50?
No, 43.
A
4K 43 inch. I'd probably pay $500
tops.
tops. $500.
So
Yeah.
I just give you an idea. I just picked up a 36-inch 4K with Roku TV, everything built into it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
$189.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
No.
and it's
So
got to
you'll
be a
have no
smart
problem.
TV in here because we don't really have TV in here other than
Something needs to be smart in here. We know it ain't us.
it's not gonna be us. But yeah, man. So
right.
what do we got up and coming? Anything else? Or actually, before I say goodbye or anything, we have Talk of the Town. This young man who has started up his own.
Now there's some football food.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know what. We'll get into that too. We'll have
Yeah.
to ask him what's his favorite football dishes.
Yeah.
and maybe for that Thanksgiving,
Maybe we'll
Zach,
get
if
him
you're
involved.
listening,
We'll
get
put
you
in an order.
we'll get an order here
go
and
do a run.
oh my god,
You
this
know
guy's
what?
food.
I think
Talk of the Town.
You know, weren't you telling me about his? Was it those like egg rolls or something? That he has? You know, we're gonna get a bunch of those. We'll get like a dozen of those for Thanksgiving. We're gonna have our own Thanksgiving, our football Thanksgiving here.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it all day. We're gonna finish it off with Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
That'd be so sweet.
It's gonna be fantastic.
He has these. He calls them egg rolls, and it's because they're wrapped in that stuff that you wrap egg roll in.
Yeah.
but he makes his own. It's like there could be a cheese one.
Oh my
or a
God.
Philly cheesesteak
See,
one.
this is football food. Philly cheesesteak. That should be on the list.
Dude, I ordered
No?
a what did I order? Chicken and waffles. And I know chicken and waffles is a big American dish, right? It's a big fancy American dish over there down in the US of A. And
America.
I'm like a chicken and waffles. I'm not 100% sure on if that would be something I'd eat.
You're losing
Looking
your
at
head?
it, I lost my head. At least it wasn't my dickhead. That I can't lose. But yeah, and I ordered the chicken and waffles, and it was fantastic.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
So
I'm
good.
pumped. When I saw that the premier game, the 8:00 game, was Baltimore. Well, I saw the Pittsburgh, but I didn't see who they're playing, so I got excited.
Yeah,
and then
now
I
it's
said,
Baltimore?
"Oh my God, it's Baltimore!"
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be the game of the day.
Going to be awesome. So
What a great matchup!
Yeah,
And that's going to
it's gonna be
be
really good.
that's going to be it's already a good rivalry. It's going to be a fight to the finish for who's going to win that division.
it's going to be great.
The game's going to be important.
That being said, brother, I think it's been a party. Well, everyone, just down a little bit. There
Don't
you
tell
go.
me what to do. You're not the boss
A
of me.
fucking piece of shit. Well, love you, buddy.
Love you guys.
Hey, it's been a great show.
Thanks for
If you're
tuning in.
watching, again, please hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video. Yes, we got a great show for you next week with Talk of the Town truck. Zach coming in. I'm sure he's got some stories. He had a special guest show up to his truck there not too long ago, too. So anyway, peace out. We love you, man. Check us out.